Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. This time we're looking at all the latest AI developments from March 2025. The stuff that could actually revolutionize your business.
Yeah, it's a wild ride and it's moving fast, so buckle up.
Fast is an understatement, I think, for our listeners out there.
Yeah.
Business owners, enterprise clients, IT professionals, get ready to have your minds blown because we're talking about AI breakthroughs that could honestly reshape entire industries.
Yeah.
From smarter than ever models to a whole new way of coding. March has been a game changer.
Yeah. One of the biggest things is these new AI models that can reason, not just, crunch data, which means they can tackle way harder problems and start to think a little more like we do.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What does that look like in practice?
We'll take Anthropic's Claude 3.7, for example. It's super fast, but also really good at coding. We're talking about AI that can build software, automate tasks, even help you design new products.
So it's not just writing lines of code, it's understanding the logic, the goals behind it.
Yeah, exactly. And that opens up a ton of possibilities for businesses. Imagine just describing what you want your software to do, and the AI just figures out how to build it.
That would cut down development time and cost so much any company would kill for that to get products out faster. That's a huge advantage for any company trying to, stay ahead of the curve.
Sure.
But Claude 3.7 isn't the only player pushing the boundaries, is it?
Not even close. OpenAI's Orion model is another big one. While it might not be as fast as Claude at coding, it's got this massive knowledge base and it feels a lot more intuitive. It's more like the AI that can help you strategize, brainstorm, make those really complex decisions.
So if Claude 3.7 is the builder, Orion is like the strategist.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. And then there's the open source models like Alibaba's QWQ Max. This one's designed for complex reasoning and scientific applications. So things like drug discovery, materials, science, even financial modeling, anywhere, understanding the why behind the data is crucial.
And the fact that it's open source, that means researchers and businesses can actually use this technology without, spending a fortune.
Absolutely. It levels the playing field. So smaller companies can use cutting edge AI without needing the resources of a Google or Microsoft.
It sounds like we're just scratching the surface here. What other AI developments should businesses be paying attention to?
Well, one trend that's really interesting is this shift towards vibe coding. Instead of writing code line by line, developers are using prompts to guide AI models.
So it's less about knowing a specific programming language and more about being able to communicate what you want to the AI.
Exactly. You're describing the outcome, the functionality, and letting the AI figure out the technical details.
It's almost like having a conversation with the AI instead of giving it rigid instructions.
Mhm.
But wouldn't that require a whole new set of skills for developers?
For sure, we're seeing huge demand for what some people are calling AI whisperers, developers who know how to talk to these advanced models effectively. It's going to have a big impact on the job market.
So you're saying traditional software development roles might decline while these AI developer positions are going to skyrocket.
That's the trend we're seeing. It's a major shift, and businesses need to adapt quickly if they want to stay competitive.
This is all fascinating stuff, but I'm sure it's a lot to take in. So for those who might be feeling overwhelmed, what's the one key takeaway they should remember from this AI explosion?
AI isn't some futuristic concept anymore. It's here, and it's changing the rules. The businesses that embrace it, learn to work with it, adapt their strategies, those are the ones that'll thrive. Those who wait, they risk being left behind.
So the future belongs to the AI savvy.
Absolutely. And that leads into another crucial development, the battle for AI dominance. The tech giants are pouring money into AI infrastructure. They're fighting to control the platforms and tools that will power this whole revolution.
So this competition, what does it mean for businesses?
It's a mixed bag. On one hand, it's driving innovation and bringing costs down, making these powerful AI tools more accessible to everyone. But it also means businesses need to be strategic about which platforms they're partnering with and how they're integrating AI into what they do.
So it's about choosing the right AI allies and using this tech wisely.
Exactly. And it gets even more interesting because it's not just the big tech companies making moves. We're seeing this surge in open source AI development, which opens up some really exciting possibilities for all businesses, big or small.
Can you give us some examples? What's catching your eye in the open source world?
Oh, there's a ton of cool stuff popping up. One that stands out is Sakana AI's CUDA kernel optimizer. This is huge for anyone working with AI, especially if you're using NVIDIA GPUs.
Why is that so important? What does it do for businesses?
Basically, it makes your AI workloads run way faster and more efficiently. You can train models faster, process data more quickly, and get insights from your AI systems in real time.
So it's like turbocharging your AI capability.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's open source, so you don't have to pay those crazy licensing fees.
That's a big win for smaller companies and startups trying to compete.
Yeah, and then you've got the Allen Institute's MOCR, which is really pushing the limits of optical character recognition. Think automating data entry, digitizing documents, even extracting info from images. MOCR can handle it all with incredible accuracy.
So no more tedious manual data entry. It's all streamlined AI-powered workflows.
Yeah, that's the idea. And then there's Stanford's OCTA. It's an agentic framework that's changing how we think about autonomous systems. This is especially relevant for robotics manufacturing, any field where you need AI that can make decisions and take actions on its own.
It sounds like open source AI is becoming a force to be reckoned with.
It is, and it's creating a more diverse and dynamic AI ecosystem, which ultimately benefits everyone.
This is all incredibly exciting, but with all this talk about advanced models and cutting-edge tech, it's easy to get lost in the hype. How can businesses cut through the noise and figure out which AI tools are actually worth investing in?
That's a great question, and it highlights the difference between AI benchmarks and real-world performance.
Right.
Benchmarks are useful for comparing the raw capabilities of different AI models, but they don't always reflect how well those models will perform in, messy real-world situations.
So it's like judging a fish by its ability to climb a tree.
Exactly. A model might ace a test in a controlled environment, but totally struggle when it faces the unpredictable challenges of a real business problem.
So how can businesses avoid falling into that trap of just chasing benchmarks and focus on finding AI tools that actually deliver results?
That's where these real-world challenge sets, or RWCS, come in. They're designed to evaluate AI models based on how well they handle the complexities of real-world tasks, like understanding nuanced language, dealing with incomplete information, or adapting to unexpected changes.
So instead of looking at abstract scores, businesses should be asking, can this AI tool actually solve my specific problems and help me achieve my business goal?
Exactly. And one model that consistently impresses in real-world scenarios is Claude 3.7. It might not always top the benchmark leaderboards, but people who use it say that it just feels more intuitive, more adaptable, more reliable in practical work.
It sounds like finding the right AI tool is less about chasing the latest hype and more about understanding your needs and finding the solution that fits your specific challenges.
Exactly. And the good news is AI is becoming increasingly accessible to businesses of all sizes, thanks in part to the rise of CPU-only LLMs like Shin CPU.
Hold on, CPU only. Doesn't most advanced AI require all that powerful specialized hardware?
Traditionally, yes, but Shin CPU is kind of changing the game. It's designed to run efficiently on standard computer hardware, which makes it way more affordable for businesses to deploy AI solutions without needing to invest in all that expensive infrastructure.
So even small businesses and startups can leverage the power of AI without breaking the bank.
Exactly. And it's not just about cost either. The rise of low-cost inference models means it's becoming cheaper to actually use AI in your day-to-day operations. Think about generating content, translating languages, or analyzing customer data. Those tasks are becoming way more affordable and accessible than ever before.
It feels like AI is moving beyond those big tech companies and research labs and becoming a tool that anyone can use.
It is, and it's even extending into the home with more people setting up their own local LLMs on personal servers. They have more control over their data and privacy while still using the power of AI.
That's fascinating. It sounds like AI is becoming less of a distant technological marvel and more of an integrated part of our lives, both at work and at home.
Exactly. And as this trend continues, we can expect even more creative and unexpected applications of AI to pop up.
So with all this innovation happening, it feels like we're on the verge of a massive shift in how we live, work, and interact with the world around us.
We are, and one of the most exciting and maybe a little daunting areas of this transformation is what's being called agentic AI. This is where AI systems go beyond just being tools and start to act more like autonomous agents that can make decisions and take actions on their own.
Whoa, that sounds both incredibly powerful and a little bit scary. What exactly are we talking about here?
We're talking about AI that can take on way more complex roles like project management research or even creative endeavors. Imagine an AI that can break down a complex task, delegate subtasks to other AI agents or systems, monitor progress, and make adjustments along the way, all without any human intervention.
That's a huge leap from the AI assistants we use today. Are there any real-world examples of this agentic AI in action?
There are projects like OpenDevin and Audition Studio are really pushing the boundaries. OpenDevin is being developed as an AI project manager that can handle complex tasks and coordinate with other agents. Autogen Studio is another one, focusing on using AI to automate creative processes like video production or music composition.
Those are some pretty mind-blowing applications. But if AI is becoming this autonomous, how do we make sure it stays aligned with our goals and values? How do we keep these AI agents from going rogue?
That's the million-dollar question, and it's why AgentOps is becoming such a big deal. It provides a framework for managing and monitoring these autonomous agents, making sure they operate within the bounds of what we want them to do. Think of it like guardrails for this new era of AI autonomy.
So it's like giving the AI the freedom to innovate and problem solve, but within a defined set of rules and parameters.
Exactly. It's about finding the right balance between human oversight and AI autonomy. And as AI becomes more powerful and more integrated into our lives, this balance is going to be more and more important.
This has been an incredible exploration of this rapidly changing world of AI. I feel like I've learned a ton about the possibilities and the challenges ahead.
It's been great sharing these insights with you and our listeners. I hope this deep dive has sparked some ideas and got everyone excited to explore the amazing potential of AI.
I'm sure it has. So as we wrap up, what's one last thought-provoking question you'd like to leave our listeners with, something to think about as they navigate this exciting new frontier?
Here's a question to consider as AI gets more autonomous and capable. How are we going to adapt our businesses, our strategies, and even our understanding of work to use these tools effectively and ethically?
That's a powerful question, and one that will definitely shape the conversations and decisions we make in the years to come. Thanks so much for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI. We hope you found it insightful and are as excited as we are about the future. Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep pushing the boundaries